Hello everyone, welcome you all. In today's class, we are going to discuss an important topic, that is the fundamental unit of life. So let us all get an idea regarding what a basic unit is. Now let us consider two examples, a book and a building. We all know that a book is made up of many pages. Each page is made up of many lines, and each line in turn is made up of words. And these words are composed of letters. In the similar way, a building will have several floors, and each floor in turn will have rooms. And what are rooms made up of? Yes, it is made up of walls, and walls are made up of bricks. So without letters, a book cannot be made, and without a brick, a building cannot be made. So letters are the basic unit of book. And in the similar way, bricks is the basic unit of a building. I hope you all understood what a basic unit is. Now let us consider a living organism. So a living organism is composed of many organ systems like respiratory system, digestive system, circulatory system, and each organ system is further composed of many organs. For example, let us consider a digestive system. So a digestive system is made up of many organs like buccal cavity, esophagus, stomach, liver, large intestine, small intestine, and so on. So an organ system is composed of organs, and an organ is made up of tissues, and these tissues are in turn made up of cells. Okay, so cells are further made up of cell organelles, which are composed of macromolecules followed by a molecule, and this molecule is made up of atoms. To note here, atom is not the basic unit of life. Instead, a cell is. The reason behind this is a cell is living, whereas an atom is not living thing. Okay, I hope you understood why a cell is considered as a fundamental unit of life, and an atom is not considered. Okay, so now let us see what is unicellular and multicellular. Okay, so we all know that uni means one and multi means many. So unicellular organisms are made up of one cell. A single cell will perform all the essential functions that is required by a living organism. For example, eating, that is digestion, reproduction, and getting the rid of waste, movements, everything. Okay, so example for unicellular organisms include amoeba and bacteria. Coming to multicellular organisms, as the name suggests, multi means many, so it is made up of many cells, that is made up of more than one cell. And here if you see, for different functions we are having specialized cells. For example, nerve cells, so it contains impulse. Example for multicellular organisms are humans, animals, plants, etc. Okay, so unicellular means it is made up of one cell, and multicellular means it is made up of more than one cell. Okay, what is a cell made up of? So we already saw in introduction, a cell is made up of cell organelles. So let us have a detailed look about these cell organelles. So we are having two different types of cells, that is a plant cell and an animal cell. So here if you see, I have marked cell wall. The reason behind this is the cell wall will be present only in plant cell and it is completely absent in an animal cell. Okay, so let us consider a few organelles that is common for both plant cells and animal cells. So for example, mitochondria. So we all know that mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. This mitochondria is present in both plant cell as well as in animal cell. Next one is nucleus. So nucleus is present in both plant cell as well as animal cell. So this nucleus is the place where our genetic material is present. And then if you see, cell membrane. So cell membrane is also known as plasma membrane. Okay, so this is the outer covering of the cell. This cell membrane is present both in plant cell as well as in animal cell. And next one is cytoplasm. So the cytoplasm is the fluid that is present inside the cell. Okay, so this is also present in both plant cell as well as animal cell. Okay, so we'll be discussing each organelle in detail in coming slides. So let us move. So I hope you all know that plant cell is present only in plants, and animal cells are the cells that is present in an animal. Okay. So the first organelle or the first part we are going to discuss is plasma membrane or cell membrane. Okay, as I already said, it is the outermost covering of the cell. Okay, and the important function that a plasma membrane or cell membrane is performing is that it is going to separate the content that is present inside the cell from the external environment. Okay, and next if you see this plasma membrane, in short if you say, it is made up of bilipid layer and it is having proteins embedded in them, for instance integral protein and peripheral protein. Okay, so next coming to nucleus. So as I already said, nucleus is the place where our genetic material is present, and if you see, we are having a dense structure located inside the nucleus known as nucleolus, and we are having outer covering membrane, and if you see, it is continuous with endoplasmic reticulum, and the outer covering is known as nuclear envelope. And then if you see, we are having pores in between them, which is known as nuclear pore, and this content present inside the nucleus is known as nucleoplasm, just like our cytoplasm, and this supporting layer is known as nuclear lamina, and the folded structures here which you can see is known as chromatin. Okay, so what is the cytoplasm? As I already said, it is the fluid content present inside the plasma membrane, and in the cytoplasm only we are having the organelles embedded. Endoplasmic reticulum. So endoplasmic reticulum, we are having two types of endoplasmic reticulum. One is large endoplasmic reticulum, this rough endoplasmic reticulum, and another one is smooth endoplasmic reticulum. So it is a large network membrane bound tubules and sheaths. So the difference between rough endoplasmic reticulum and smooth endoplasmic reticulum is based on the presence or absence of ribosomes. If ribosomes are present, it is known as rough endoplasmic reticulum, and if ribosomes are absent, it is known as smooth endoplasmic reticulum. And if you see the ribosomes, it is very important. Why? Because it is the place or it is the site of protein synthesis. Coming to Golgi apparatus, so Golgi apparatus, it is a membrane bound vesicle. So if you see, it is a flattened sac. Okay. So the next organelle we are going to discuss is about lysosome. So lysosomes are known as suicidal bodies, and if you see, it is a membrane bound sac and it is filled with digestive enzymes. The next one is a very important organelle, mitochondria. So it is known as the powerhouse of the cell. Why mitochondria are known as powerhouse of the cell is because it is the place where ATP is produced. The next organelle we are going to discuss is plastid. So these plastids are present only in plant cell and it is completely absent in animal cells. There are two types of plastid. One is chromoplast and the another one is leucoplast. So chroma means colored. So chromoplasts are colored plastids, and if you see, under chromoplast we are having chloroplast, which is the green pigment. Leucoplast are colorless or they are white plastids, and if you see, we are having three categories: amyloplast, erioplast and proteinoplast. Next one, we are having plant cell vacuoles. So if you see, vacuoles are storage sacs for solid or liquid contents. And that's all. This is a basic introduction for cell, that is the basic and fundamental unit of life. So detailed lectures will be uploaded for each organelles. Thank you.